Alright, this is my, I don't know, last effort for who knows how long to do anything in this vein because, well, I'm not getting much, I'm not getting any response, like, I don't know, like, you know, I don't want to be fucking famous or anything, truth is. But, you know, it'd be nice to get some feedback, right? Like a comment, a little supportive, maybe, you know. You don't have to like or subscribe, but, you know, a thumbs up would be nice, I think, you know. Anyways, what I'm here about, why I'm doing this, like, I've had some very unusual experiences in my life, and for some reason, some people see these things and other people don't. Maybe it's because I've come to the point where I know these things are real and they know it too, because they seem to be experts at manipulating our perception, so they obviously can see our minds, our thoughts. They read us, and they have other strange abilities too that are pretty bizarre. At any rate, I was at this very spot where I am right now. I was probably parked in almost the same spot. But I was cutting some firewood back behind me here, south of me. And I had come out here, and I caught a glimpse. I think I was getting a drink of water. Yeah, I generally keep water in a thermos when I'm cutting wood, you know, to keep it cold. More refreshing that way. And I caught a glimpse of a thing, and this is the first drawing I did of it, right here. And that's what it looked like. The tree's just east of me here. And I never saw one like that before. This thing was butterscotch colored, and it was 12, safely, easily 12 feet tall. Could be in excess of that. Probably like 5-6 feet wide at the shoulder. You know, massive chest, and covered in long hair. Actually, kind of a nice looking example, I guess you could say, you know, like, it reminded me of the one that I saw on Bugs Bunny when I was a kid. So, I don't know where the artist came up with that idea. Maybe he actually saw one like this, but anyway, I asked it what its name was, and that's the answer I got. I don't know if that's the correct spelling, but that's what it sounded like to me. Anyway, it occurred to me that I should try and draw it in perspective to the trees, you know, so you could see more of it. Now, I only saw it for like 2 seconds, and it was kind of moving to, what would it be, south, I guess? And, yeah, it was moving north to south, and I suspect it was trying to avoid having my eyes on it. I don't think it really wanted to be seen. So anyway, I drew 2 other drawings on the same page. You can see this one here. This is basically what I saw. You know, just like for a 2-second view. And when you see these things, 2 seconds seems like longer, let me tell you. And but I really, I don't know, like, I looked at its eyes. Like, I always look at their eyes. I've been warned that, oh, they can steal your soul. Well, what fucking stupid nonsense. If you don't have a soul, you fall over dead. Your body without a soul is decomposing at this point. You know, I don't know why people say stupid shit like that. Like, I mean, okay, you can believe what you want, but I don't buy it. I believe that they can disorient you. They can actually cause you to go in such a stupor. It's almost like a dream state, a fugue state. I don't know what you call it, but they absolutely can have that effect on you. They can cause you to shit your pants. They can cause you to barf. They can cause you to do both. I mean, they can have a very strange and undesirable effect on us. So anyway, this was like May that I saw this guy. Boris, and he was butterscotch colored, which is unusual. Like I didn't have a butterscotch colored crayon or pencil crayon, so I did the best I could with what I had. And but last year I saw a young female a couple times, and I actually saw footprints from it, and I suspect it might be that feller's daughter. I got the impression that it was a female, the one I saw. I saw it several times. Anyways, he is of the second group that's in this area. There's like a tree break not even 100 feet from here, and that other strange structure that I uploaded, what I think is the bus stop, if you will, the galactic bus stop. But the group that was here before, they were dark colored hair, shorter hair, and they were kind of rambunctious and obnoxious bunch. And I have to admit I don't miss them. They flipped my quad on me one time, and they were real pranksters. They were actually, they were assholes. And they seemed to like scaring the shit out of me, and so fuck those guys. I don't miss them at all. Like, they weren't very nice. And this guy and his clan, whatever, seemed to be more mellow, more easygoing, and more respectful. Because what I did with the other gang was I got sick of their bullshit, and I rebuked them in the name of Jesus. And I asked that Jesus would punish them however he see fits if they crossed the line, in the way that they were bothering me. And I think he did. I have faith that Jesus spanked them soundly. And so they moved on, and hopefully the next people they interact with, they won't be as obnoxious as they were with me. Anyways, so get this. This is a butterscotch colored deer. Now, I never saw a deer that color before in my life, and it had antlers that were in velvet, so they were kind of a dark brown, reddish brown color. And kind of a skinny looking deer, but I must have seen him a half dozen times over the summer. Just, I'm riding my quad and going swimming in the river, and I actually got really close to him one day, only maybe 20 feet or less away. And many people report that these things are shapeshifters. Whether they actually physically can change their shape, or whether they're manipulating our perception, I really can't say. Maybe they can actually do both. I don't know. They can do some pretty crazy shit. But the crazy thing is, human beings, we have the power to manifest things. So could it be that Sasquatch are, when they manipulate our perception, what we perceive becomes real? I don't know. As I say, I'm just trying to figure this out, but just like everybody else. And I'm actually elk hunting today, and there are elk in this area, but last year I got an elk, but the year before I couldn't get close to him. It was just, I don't know, weather wasn't helping, and it didn't matter what the hell I did. All I did was scare the herd of elk from here to there and there to here, and it was, here this is like a river valley, and the wind is constantly swirling, just like a toilet, except the air. And it can reverse at any time too, right? And so all I was doing was pushing the damn elk around. And I actually saw the elk that I got last year, the year before, and he's a nice looking bull, but he was actually kind of a runtass. I've seen bigger cow elk than this guy was. He had short legs and a tiny rack. He had a 6x7 rack. I've got the rack at home. Yeah, I guess, they're just, sometimes they're big and sometimes they're small and sometimes they're in between, just like everything else, I guess. Anyway, I'm hoping that I'll get lucky and get a big herd bull this year. But I'll show you. This is my elk call. I've honestly never had any luck with this call. And it's a Carlton's call. I don't know, Is there anybody out there who had luck with Carlton's calls? Because I'm having no fucking luck whatsoever. And anyway, I'm going to try a call. Let's see if I get an answer. So it's like September 18th, and the elk should be rutting. And if there's one in the area, that should get his interest. Now, granted, you should walk into there, you know, quad in, but anyways, usually that's what I do is park, you know, a quarter mile back from where I think they are. Usually I'll figure out where they are first, and then I'll try to work some strategy on them. But you know, last year I got lucky. The elk that I got actually had been injured from fighting with other elk. I think that's people sounds I'm hearing. Anyway, okay, this video is probably getting too long. Anyways, I doubt I'm the only hunter who's having these experiences in this area, and I mean, these things are everywhere. For the most part, I think they're relatively harmless. You know, they can be jerks, but guess what? So can we. When I go hunting, or when I'm in the area, I always tell them, look, I'm here, I'm hunting, I'm looking for elk. I try to picture the animals I'm looking for, like a bull, immature, legal immature bull with the correct size rack, you know, and buck deer with the right rack. And I would tell Boris, you know, if you're in the area where I'm hunting, please don't present as a deer, you know, especially a deer with the right amount of points on your antler, because, you know, I really don't want to shoot a Sasquatch, even if he's cloaked as a deer. I suspect it wouldn't taste very good, and it would be kind of like murder or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'd rather avoid that kind of problem. And elk, I make a mental image of, like, well, lately I've been trying to put out a mental image of like a huge 8x8 or something, like a massive rack, one of those ones that goes way back and they can scratch their butt, you know, with their antler if they want, just by moving their head. Anyways, alright, well, that's it for today. You know, I'm not going to say like, share, or subscribe. All I'm going to tell you is, like, I've put enough effort in, and I do this because I care about my fellow man, and I would like to help somebody if I can. But if you people don't give a shit, well, so be it. I'll just start deleting my videos in the future. You know, if I don't get any kind of support. Like, I don't want your money, you know. I'm just trying to share information. And hopefully you'll share some with me if you have experiences too, you know. Like, I don't know. That's it.